gone down.
Yes.
It doesn't take as much intensity for you to feel it.
Yeah, I'm
Since
at
last
5.5 right now, so.
Hi.
Hi, Lucy. You going
Hi.
to lunch?
I am.
Nice.
Have a good day.
You too. Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. You've probably met a lot of students over your time here, haven't
I think
you?
I have.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna focus on.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Girl, we're about to all take it.
It's because it's your last day. Everybody came in to say bye.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. So today I wanted to do some of that functional conversation on the phone. So we're welcome to use my phone, but the first thing I wanted to do is think of a place that we could call and maybe just ask their hours. Is that something that you would normally do? Maybe.
Well, sure.
Okay. Or maybe we could ask them how long they're open today.
Okay.
Which one would you be more likely to do?
Maybe both.
Maybe both. Okay. Okay. Do you think we should do a store or a restaurant?
A restaurant.
A restaurant? Okay. All right. So let's see what restaurants we've got around here.
And they're probably busy. Because it's close to dinner.
It is
so
close.
They're going to be like,
Oh, yeah.
I get off the phone. Who is this
We'll
crazy
see. I'm going to put in
person?
restaurants around me. And we can do one that you have been to before or one that you're like,
I don't even care.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Okay. All right. So we could ask First Watch. Is like a breakfast brunch place.
Okay.
Maybe we should try them. And then also, I was going to write down on here, we don't have to do this if you feel comfortable, but I was going to write kind of a little script. So like when they answer, what exactly you would say. Do you feel like that would help a little bit?
You can, or, but I could just tell them. I'm comfortable enough.
Okay, awesome.
To just say it.
Okay, awesome. So you're going to call and ask them.
Oh, how long are you open and what are your hours today?
Okay. And you're welcome to just ask one of those questions if you want, since if you ask them how long what their hours are today, they'll probably tell you the closing.
They probably will.
But either way, whatever you would normally do.
They might get confused and say how long you open ever. Like, you don't, they're going to be closed on Christmas Day, but.
Okay. All right. And just remember that when I'm talking on the phone, sometimes you may not do this, but people tend to. I get kind of fast. So just remember that we're not in any rush, even if they seem like they're in a rush.
Okay.
So you can talk as slow as you need to over-articulate. All right. You ready?
Sure.
And I'll put it on speaker.
Sure.
Call. Speaker.
Hello, and thanks for calling your neighborhood First Watch. Our hours are 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
Well,
Dang it!
they go tell me their hours.
Let's try another one. Let's maybe try one that's more local, because a lot of times chains do that.
Yeah, they're like, did you listen to my thing? Well, no, I did not.
Okay. Oops. That's okay. Hey.
Yeah,
Well, that was really easy. If you called them, you'd say, okay, I don't even have to talk to
It
anybody.
happens. So.
Okay, what about, the Brook is somewhat local. Have you heard of the Brook Restaurant and Bar?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
I haven't been there, though.
Now, they're local, so I have a feeling that they won't necessarily have that set up like all the chains do.
They might not.
So maybe let's see. Oh, there's a lot of pictures. Looks pretty good, huh?
Yep.
Okay, let's try them instead.
Hello, I'm calling to find out your hours today.
Oh, we're open until 9:30.
9:30. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. They're open until 9:30.
Hey, that was good.
So-
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you
He
very
didn't
much.
have any trouble understanding you at all.
No, I thought he might.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you did it.
Understood it.
Now tell me how you felt during that. Were you pretty calm or were you a little nervous about it?
At the very beginning, I was a little nervous, but I calmed down as
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah, probably after that first time that he
Yeah.
answered you, you were like, okay, this is fine.
Because I knew I was being evaluated.
Yeah.
At first I'm like, okay, then I'm just going to do it. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. And now, so I'm not, a psychologist, but something that they do in a lot of therapy is exposure therapy. So if there's something that makes you really anxious, or you feel anxious about the way you talk on the phone, one way to kind of get over that is to try that
Do it.
out. And trying it out when there's not really high stakes. So like, we're not going to call and ask them, hey, can you do the rehearsal dinner for my wedding? We're just asking them like normal stuff that's not going to hurt anybody.
Okay,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
And when you don't need it, you're not really needing the information. You're
Right.
just going to do it to do it. And that's
Right.
a little different, I think. But
Yeah.
not a bunch, but a little bit.
Right, yeah. And it doesn't always have to be something like this. You might end up calling, a store to say, hey, do you have this in stock or something like that too. The thing about this day and age is a lot of times, sometimes I do have to call and ask their hours because it's not clear or if it's like a holiday. But a lot of times now they have it online, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you can kind of bypass that. But I wanted to call at least once during the therapy today
Sure.
to see how you did, and you did great.
Well, thank
When
you.
you talked at a slow enough rate for him to understand you, and I don't know if you heard in the background, but a lot was going on in the background.
There
He
was a
still
bunch
understood
of
you.
it going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised he understood, but he did. So. But he probably gets a lot of calls
Mm-hmm.
for hours. So he probably somewhat knew what I was asking a little bit,
Yeah, and maybe that's true. Yeah.
maybe.
And I don't mean that you have to go home and do this all the time. You can think of things that maybe, maybe I wanted to try this restaurant in the future, so maybe let me call instead of just looking it up. That kind of
No,
thing.
it's good practice
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. And I know that you do talk to your, is it mother-in-law he talks to on the phone? And she does a pretty good job, but she has family, so you feel a little more comfortable around her.
Yeah, and she has, it's harder for her to hear too. So, yeah, bless you, but it's harder for her to hear sometimes
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Right.
Not just me, but other people too. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's that. I'm gonna have to repeat myself, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I think that even though you said that you feel like it's not exactly to the way that it was before, I feel like you're at a good functional level. I think that you are able to be understood. And the main thing is that if you're not understood, you know what to do to make it sound a
Little better, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think that I don't know if I'd ever asked you this before, but do you have any videos of you talking before the incident? I don't know if I've seen any.
On my YouTube channel, there's a bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like me now, check me later.